Good morning, English 119. This is Grant, and I'm recording this video just on memes since we're getting to the end of our Unit 1 project, and we are getting to the point in Greece's book where we start to talk about parody, satire, memes, etc. And I thought it would be helpful to kind of center some things that happen in these kind of final couple chapters about memes, since you are going to be creating them, right? And we've talked about this a little in class, but the concept of meme comes from Richard Dawkins' book called The Selfish Gene, where he defines a meme as a unit of cultural transmission or a unit of imitation, right? And you can kind of see how the Obama Hope image satisfies kind of both of those definitions, right? We are able to transmit information like this, right? This is the intersection of Star Wars and Barack Obama's Hope image. And it's imitating, right? It has to have some kind of bounds. Like we were talking about in intellectual property, you need to have some sort of control or some sort of, bounds in order to be really creative. And so that's what memes give us, is this bounds to imitate in all of these interesting ways, right? That's why parody works so well, right? Parody is a form of imitation, a little different than satire. And so the conversation that Greece is pulling from is this conversation that happens between Dawkins and Susan Blackmore. So her book is called The Meme Machine. And so what she's trying to do is understand what Dawkins is saying in a little more specific of a fashion, right? So she's saying that meme imitation is a behavior. It's not just a process, but it's a behavior that is learned by copying someone else, right? Someone starts the meme. Shepard Fairey starts the image. And someone else needs to imitate it first. So think about when you're doing your viral images, like what would be the first imitation? Like what would another person try to manipulate about your image to make it mean something different, right? So for Blackmore, right, she's kind of bringing the human back into it. And this is where, Greece would disagree, right? Greece would say, there is something about this image that makes us meme it, right? It's not that a behavior is learned by other people doing it and again and again. We kind of learn that there's ways to recontextualize the image, but for Greece, there's something about this image that lends itself to memification, right? And so this is going to be the difference, right? So the conversation is all about, like, Dawkins seems to originally have it very kind of new materialist, right? It's a cultural transmission, a unit, right? Unit makes it seem like not human, right? But then Blackmore tries to bring the human back into it, and then Greece is trying to go back to Dawkins when she talks about that. So I hope this is helpful to think about how this conversation of memes in the book functions and how you might want to think about how these concepts would play into how do you create a viral meme. So thank you. I will see you soon for class. Have a wonderful morning.